everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another project pan finale. I'm very excited to share the finale for my Pan in Every palette, Panda Palette 2019 finale. This project started out as a Panda Palette 2019, but somewhere along the way I decided to change it, and I can't remember why. Probably because I'm very slow at panning eyeshadow, but if you're interested in knowing the main reason why, I highly recommend that you check out my updates for this project, which will be linked in the description box below. So yeah, I changed it and I decided to go from panning a specific palette to try to attempt to have as many pans in different palettes as possible. Again, not the most successful year for me. I am very slow at panning eyeshadows. Which means I only managed to get through 3 palettes. I do have some new pan to share with you, so let's go ahead and jump in with a quick recap, and then at the end I'll share a little bit about the project pans that I'm hoping to participate in 2020. So this is the palette that started it all, and at the beginning of the year, I remember I told you guys that I was not sure if pink eyeshadow looked good on me, so that's why I chose this palette. This is the original BH Cosmetics Carli Bybel palette, and there's a lot of pink in here, along with some neutral tones, but as you can see, most of it is pink. One of the things I learned about this project is that I love pink eyeshadow. I feel like this was the year that I fell in love with pink in every aspect, in nail polish, in clothing, in makeup. So I really enjoy using this palette. Definitely not destashing it anytime soon. And surprisingly, the one shadow that I was able to hit pan on this was the highlight over here. You can clearly see the little baby pan right there in the center shining at you guys. Again, I think I'm the kind of person that doesn't really like to wear highlighter, but I mean, the pan really shows how wrong I was. I clearly love highlight. This is the first highlight that I hit pan on, and yeah, the first, because I actually hit pan on another highlighter later on this year. This little face palette from Ulta was never in this project, but since we're talking about highlight and pans and my love for pink eyeshadow, let me show you guys. I mean, look at that major pan that I have in this highlight from Ulta. This is in the shade Fresh Glow, and it's another pinky highlight. Let me give you a quick swatch. There you go. It's so pretty. I really love it. And it was from Ulta Beauty. It's just one of those samples that they throw when they do gifts with purchases. So I don't know if you can actually find this in a full size, but yeah, I just wanted to quickly share that I did hit pan on this face palette as well. Anyway, back to this project. Once I hit pan on the highlight from this Carli Bybel palette, I decided to focus on 2 other palettes. Again, another one from BH Cosmetics. This is the Supernova eyeshadow palette, and this is a mini Tartlet Tease from Tarte. They do this 6 pan mini eyeshadow palettes quite often. I think they have 3 of them, maybe more, I'm not sure. I'm not really up to date with Tarte releases, but I know this is not the only one they carry. And my goal was to hit pan on the purple eyeshadow on this one. So I'll go ahead and insert a picture of what this palette looked like when I put it in this project. And this is what it looks like now. As you can see, I hit my goal and I got pan in that eyeshadow. This is a matte purple. There you go, you can kind of see it right there. It's not the best matte purple, but I've been able to make it work. I love using it as an eyeliner, and I mean, that's quite a pan if you ask me. I mean, you can clearly see that I use an eyeliner brush most of the time, and I think I've also managed to expand this shadow right here. I only used this one like a couple of times. This one I haven't used at all, or this one, and this one I've used every now and then, but again, my focus was this purple matte shadow to hit pan on it, and I did. I am so proud of myself for hitting gold on this palette as well. On the BH Cosmetics Supernova eyeshadow palette, I just wanted to, again, hit pan on one of the shades. And most of the time when I was using this palette, I was just playing around with it. It has a lot of color, as you can see right here in this picture, which is how this palette looked like at the beginning of this project. It had some use on it, but not a lot. This was a Christmas gift from my little sister, so it's a very sentimental palette to me. I love it so much. And yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I got a lot of use out of it. You know, it was a gift from my sister, so I want to make sure that I use it and not hoard it. And with that being said, now that you've seen the picture, this is what it looks like now. Unfortunately, I didn't hit pan on any eyeshadow. In the end, I decided to focus on one eyeshadow, which, can you guess what color it was? It was a pink one. I actually decided to focus on this beautiful, like, dusty rose shade. It's in the shade Stellar. And let me show you the quick swatch. There you go. It's such a pretty shade. It's like a neutral, but it definitely has some of that rose shimmer. I love this eyeshadow so much. And I was focusing on this part of the shadow. I hope you can see it. These are domed baked shadows, so it takes a while for you to actually use it. But I was focusing on this side. I hope that you can tell how it's not domed anymore. It's a little bit flat, but I was nowhere near hitting pan at all. But that's what I was focusing on. I've been enjoying it so much. But for now, I am looking forward to putting this palette away so that I can focus on my Pan That Palette 2020. Yes, I am doing a Pan That Palette 2020, a whole palette. And for 2020, I am gonna focus on just one palette the whole year. I wanna track my use. I wanna see how much use I can actually get of one palette. I just want to start making more realistic goals with my makeup hoard, and if I need to destash eyeshadows, then that's the way I'm gonna go about at the end of the year. So I feel like I definitely need to see how much eyeshadow I actually use in a year. I will also be doing a finish 20 in 2020, which is practically using up 20 beauty products during the whole year. And some of the items that I decided to add to that project are actually gonna complement my Pan That Palette 2020 really well. So I'm very excited. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell and stay tuned so that you don't miss those upcoming videos. I am so excited for my Project Pan journey this year. I'm definitely entering this new year with a much positive attitude, so I'm really looking forward to my panning journey, to learning, to getting better, to getting inspiration from you guys. So if you have been doing a Pan That Palette, if you're doing one, let me know. There's definitely power in numbers, and I feel like if we stick together and we support each other, we can all reach our goals. I just love the panning community so much, and everybody's so welcoming and kind, and you know, you guys have been so supportive of me, so I want to make sure that I do the same for you and support you along your panning journey. In my description box, you will also find a link to Amber F's channel. She is the mastermind, the creator behind Pan That Palette, so if you're interested in more panning, make sure you go subscribe to her channel and show some support as well. As always, you guys, thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for following me in this journey as I try to figure out how I want to do panning, especially when it comes to eyeshadows. I'm looking forward to panning a complete palette next year. I'm so excited to see where my panning is going to take me in 2020, so I hope that you decide to stick around for that. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with me today. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you